What's good, y'all? It's your boy Jared Smith, aka Godsent, back here again with another video today, and just another divisional review. We're gonna go over the divisional games from this past weekend and give y'all something to talk about. I think I'm gonna use that thing. So let's get into the next game. I want to talk some Eagles and Rams. I want to talk some Eagles and Rams just to get that out the way, right? So, Philadelphia Eagles balled out, and just like another Eagles game, Saquon does Saquon-like things. Saquon goes ballistic in the snow. But let's not forget about that bull, that dog over there. Matthew Stafford played a great game. If I had to say. The Rams did what they could have, and they played a great game on offense, in my opinion, right? Matthew Stafford, 26 of 44, 324 yards, 2 touchdowns, right? Kyron Williams, 19 carries, 106 yards, right? Booker Nakua, 6 receptions, 97 yards. Darius Robinson had that crazy catch, that deep pass, ridiculous. And then Cooper Kupp had a clutch catch. Puka Nakua had this clutch deep back shoulder catch. Like, the Rams' offense literally wasn't the issue to me. It was simply the defense trying to slow down a Saquon Barkley, in which they couldn't do weeks ago. 255 yards were placed on their head top. And 3 out of the longest runs this year, 3 of them have come from Saquon against the Rams. That's nasty work. That's nasty work to me. What's up? That's tough. But Rams defense, I slept on you because I thought the 9 sacks against Vikings were the Minnesota Vikings was a fluke. I thought y'all was BSing. I said, nah, they're not gonna do that against this O-line. Hell nah, not gonna do that. And then they went out and got 5 sacks, and I was like, oh yeah, this team could be sneaky in a year or two, right? Sorry, 7 sacks. 7. This team could be really sneaky in a year or two. They just need to get, I think they need to revamp on their DBs. They need to get some more DBs. Probably another piece or 2 over there in that department. And then maybe another free safety. Get maybe another linebacker next to Jared. Who knows? But the defense needs to get better because the Eagles only having 65 passing. No, that's disgusting. No way they only had 65 passing yards. Yeah, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. No, never mind. So that's the thing where I'm like, wow. As a unit, these guys really had 65 passing yards and 285 yards came from running. Jalen Hurts has 70 yards running the ball. 7 rushes. Saquon, 206. Like, the Eagles literally play football how I wish the Baltimore Ravens played football, respectfully. I wish that maybe not no 65 passing yards. That's just word. Because you can't do that in the AFC, respectfully. But if the Ravens were just to be like, you know what, Saquon, here's 28 carries, bro. Just carry us. Not like if the Ravens were to just do that with Derrick Henry and give Derrick Henry the ball like 28 times, like, geez Louise. That's what I'm saying. That's what I've been saying all year. But let's get back to this, right? The only weakness in the Eagles for the last few weeks, which everyone's been pointing out, is the passing game has been very lackluster or lack thereof, because for one, they haven't played against a team that actually can slow down Saquon. So what's the point if you can't beat it? Like, what's the point? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You feel me? Like, you got Saquon going for freaking 150 every other day, every other weekend. What more? What about throwing the ball? Do you want to do? I don't care if I got AJ and Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert. He passed the ball to Dallas Goedert more than he passed the ball to AJ in them. Simple game. The Eagles' passing game is simple because they don't have to be extravagant against y'all over there in the NFC. They really don't. The Rams was probably the most creative offense they're probably going to go against. Because the Commanders, oh brother, they only got one person. Only have Terry McLaurin. Robinson, Eckler, they don't be hitting. They don't be running the ball like that. At a high production as close to the Eagles. So you're going to see a lot of screen, boots, like quick passes come from the Commanders as usual. And then the occasional middle to deep shots that they're going to take with giving it. But Eagles ain't seeing nobody that's making them or forcing them to be like, hey, Jay, you're going to have to take us on your back today. Throw for like a 300, respectfully. No one's doing that. No one's doing that. They got sacked 7 times and said, who cares? Who cares? And passing yards, Rams had more. Rushing yards, they didn't. Of course, they got blown out in rushing yards. But total yardage of the game, Rams had more, 402 to 350 that the Eagles had. The Eagles just played a better game, a smarter game, a game that was for them. And I believe no turnovers. 2 fumble loss on the Rams. The Rams was one of the teams that had turnovers this weekend. This weekend really shows, if you didn't know already, now you know. Playoff football means no turnovers, means perfection. If you're not playing perfect football in the playoffs, just pack up. You might as well go back to the hotel or tell the hotel manager or whatever, yo, can you just bring the team's bags down to the lobby for us? Thank you. Yeah, because they're not staying. They're not going. No, bro, it's over. Go home. Pack it up. Pack it up. Yeah. So, for one, they're not going against a team that's forcing them to pass. They're probably not going to do that until the Super Bowl, because Spagnuolo don't play that. Spag is gonna make sure Jalen Hurts has the ball in his hand and is making plays. Right? And another thought is, I just don't think they're game planning for them to pass the ball at all. Again, what's the point of game planning for it? We're not going. No one's forcing us to change. And for the last few weeks, you can see that there's been some miscommunication. There was miscommunication the last week of the freaking not last week, the week before this. You feel me? Like against Green Bay, AJ didn't only have 1 reception. Again, did they have to throw the ball? No. Jordan Love gave them that on a platter. Jordan Love with no turnovers probably beats that Eagles team respectfully, because their passing game was not into it. And Saquon had a down day. 100-something yards is down for him. So, with that being said, I can see the Commanders versus the Eagles. The Washington team has always historically had a better output against the Eagles than anyone. But respectfully, I think I'm going to go Eagles. I'm going to use the analyst brain and not the, because I love Jaden Daniels brain. I'm not thinking like a fan, I'm thinking like an analyst. I think I'm going with the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl, point blank. And this is going to be crazy. So, with that being said, I also want to put this out, right? Let me give you a stat real quick, a Jalen Hurts stat that I found. Jalen Hurts has been playing phenomenal within the last 12 games, right? 12-0, 29 touchdowns, and only 3 turnovers with 113.1 passer rating. And is currently the favorite to win the Super Bowl. So, with that being said, Jalen Hurts, I think Hurts isn't going to have a Hurts cooking game until the backs are against the wall and, hey, I need y'all to throw the ball. Point blank period. So, next game, right? Next game, let's talk about the upset of the weekend. Oh my days. The Detroit Lions versus the Washington Commanders was a upset to say the least, and I don't think anyone had the Washington Commanders coming out with that W. I don't think anyone had the Commanders coming out with that W. I'm pretty sure Vegas had the Lions winning, favored heavily against the Commanders, but that don't mean jack, because when you look at it, like I've been saying, turnovers played a factor. Turnovers play a factor in the playoffs more than the freaking regular season, because you get multiple times to take a whack at it in the regular season. You get one shot. All you need is one mic.
All I need is one mic.
And Jared Goff gave him 3 of them. Was it 3 or 4? Let me go back to the stats. I'm gonna pull up the stats for y'all, because this is disgusting. And watching that game was heartbreaking if you're a Detroit Lions fan, because y'all should be here. This should be an Eagles-Lions NFC Conference Championship game. Everyone had that on their freaking playoff picture a month ago. Hey, it's Eagles-Lions. We all said that. But like week 10, we all said, all right, bro, it's gonna be Eagles-Lions for the NFC Championship. I think we all made that up, right? But no, I am taken aback by the fact that a rookie quarterback on the Washington Commanders, the Washington football team, the football organization, had a upset 45-31. I repeat, Jaden Daniels and the Washington football team put up 45 points on the Detroit Lions. Now, granted, the Detroit Lions have a bunch of no stars, undrafteds out there, practice squad players, because the defense lost about 12 players. Injuries just caught up to them, respectfully. You wanna know what happened to the Knicks last year against the Pacers? Injuries caught up to them because they played too many goddamn minutes. And that's what it looked like. Injuries caught up to Detroit, and in the game where Detroit needed to make no turnovers, Jared Goff proceeds to throw 3 interceptions. What's that Dan Orlovsky meme? Yeah! Yeah! Sean McVay's looking at them like, I told you I traded him for a reason. I told y'all I traded his ass for a reason. That's what Sean McVay's looking like a genius right now. He looking like he's stopping with the big dogs right now, like wildin'. So, first things first, I want to say, Dan Campbell, you are an excellent coach. If you was my coach, I'd run through a wall for you. I'd take a bullet for you, because you just put that in your players, right? And for Jared Goff to go 23 of 40, 313 yards, 1 touchdown, and 3 interceptions. Oh, can I tell you that Jamison Williams had an interception too? Ben Johnson, I'm looking for you. Ben Johnson, you just signed a contract with the Chicago Bears, and you made Jamison Williams throw a fucking, excuse my language, you made Jamison Williams throw a freaking football with your season on the line. Now you tell me, is that the kind of guy you want to sign? Is that the kind of guy you want to make a head coach? Yo, Ben! If Caleb Williams doesn't end next year with 9 or more wins, brother, they're on your head. Chicago, Chirac, on your bumper. You better be prepared. That ain't Detroit, baby. They gonna kill us. Yo, Ben Johnson after the game. Fuck! Alright, let me stop trolling. But Lions threw that game in a game where they needed to be perfect and they just couldn't be perfect. I want to get into the rookie. No Diddy. Let's.
Bro, what did you just say?
Freaking Daniel. Damani Brown. Do you know who Damani Brown is? 6 reception, 98 yards. Bodied whoever's that third string DB over there. I don't know. Terry McLaurin, bodied. 4 receptions, 87 yards. Cool. Right? Everyone got touches. Zach Ertz had 5 receptions. Austin Eckler had 4 receptions. Crowder, I think it's Jamison Crowder, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment. 2 receptions. Bates, 1 reception. Like, sharing the ball, 15 carries for Brian Robinson, right? Then another 16 carries for Jaden Daniels. And 51 yards rushing that mug. Brian Robinson had 2 touchdowns running it. Jaden Daniels had 299 yards, 2 touchdowns. Basically had an accumulation of 349 yards total as in that game by Jaden Daniels. So I fail to say this, right? Jaden Daniels amongst the quarterbacks in the playoffs right now. This is the stats right now. He's first in passing rating. He's first in touchdowns. He's first in passing yards per game. He's first in yards per pass, and second in completion percentage with 0 home games. I watched guys. I watched Cam Newton. I watched RG3. I watched Andrew freaking Luck. This is the closest to Andrew Luck I've seen. Andrew Luck took the 2-10 Colts to a freaking playoff within his first 2 years. Turned the franchise around in his first 2 years. Jaden Daniels has turned the Commanders from the Washington football team to the, what? Put some respect on the Commanders. Yeah, say it like that. The Commanders. You remember in Camp Rock 2 when they were sending off when the other camp was just sending off gifts? Yeah, graham crackers.
Graham crackers.
Nah. This is the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels has put a pep in these guys' step. This right here is their slang. Yo, like, I'm so happy for Jaden Daniels. Like, and I told people coming out the draft, that's gonna be the one. That's the one. Caleb Williams, baller. I think in a couple of years, he's gonna really start turning the corner. I don't know if Ben Johnson's going to be the guy that turns the corner, but hopefully Ben Johnson can just set up Caleb in a situation where he can flourish in. Because he already has the pieces, he just needs a coach. Jaden Daniels has a coach, a coordinator who loves who is a offensive mastermind, and a weapon. Now, does Jaden Daniels need more? I think so. I believe so. I think Jaden Daniels with a souped up O-line, you know, get him some better right tackles, some better guards, right? Get him another weapon on the outside. Give him a running back. There's mad running backs in the draft this year. Trade up and go get a running back. Omarion Hampton, Jukins. There's some people. Donovan Edwards. Like, there's some people you can go get. Right? The next 5 years, and I'm saying 5 because asking your quarterback to take you to the Super Bowl in like 2 to 3 is impossible. 5 or more. 5 should be what it takes to build the team around him. But the 5 after that should be your window of actually winning. You feel me? Took Peyton 7. He won 8. That's all I'm saying. Took Peyton 5. Took him another 3 to go win. You need to go. You gotta cultivate the team around him, get over the hump, and back. But this Commanders team, they better be thankful they got a guy like that on their team. They now have what I think is going to be the next quarterback to possibly crack into the echelon with Lamar, Burrow, Josh, and Mahomes. Yo, hats off to you, Commanders. Fantastic W. Fantastic upset. All right. Last but not least, we have the Houston Texans versus the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, did I watch all this game? No, I did not, because the amount of flags that were just going back and forth in this game was horrendous. And the amount of flags that should have got going in that game was horrendous. Holdings uncalled for. Roughing the passers unnecessary. Like, I look at Chiefs games now and I'm like, yo, this is what it felt like watching Brady during the 2010s. This is exactly what it felt like. This is exactly what it felt like. Oh, the game is rigged. Oh my God. And look at the script. The script is scripting. No, ladies and gentlemen. It's rigged because we found our next Tom Brady. So, the Chiefs are the closest we are going to get to that New England Patriots run. Right? The Chiefs have an opportunity to go 3-peat, something that's never been done in the NFL. Not even the Patriots could do it. The Chiefs could do it, though. They beat the Texans 23-24. Travis Kelce woke the hell up. 7 receptions, 117 yards, 1 touchdown. You want to know what Travis Kelce did? He did not go east to west when he catches the ball. No. He got go straight. I'ma catch this short route. I'ma catch this hitch route. I'ma turn around. I need to go straight. I'm sitting down. Mark Andrews. Hello. That's something you should be paying attention. Right?
It's like the boogeyman is back. Patrick Mahomes, 16 to 25, 177 yards and 1 TD. He's having calm games. Calm games. This is so Brady. Brady had calm dubs. And just like Gronk ate.
Just let Gronk and them eat. This game, to me, was a lot of missed calls. There was so many missed calls that could have changed the outcome of the game for the Texans. And all I can say is that's just what happens when you go in the Arrowhead. What more do you expect when you go in the Arrowhead? It's like, oh, it's like going to Golden State in 2017. You're not winning over there, brother. You're not winning over there, gang. You might as well chalk it up. Chalk it up. Not beating them in their home. Stupid. Either way, Texans just have to be healthy next year, and I think they really could knock the Chiefs team in the divisional round. They literally just have to be healthy on the offensive side and not have the refs rig them. Yeah. So we are set up. AFC Championship is set up, and the NFC Championship is set up. We got the Chiefs versus the Buffalo Bills, and we have the Washington Commanders versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Right now, as I'm feeling it right this minute, I think we're going to see another Chiefs-Eagles Super Bowl, and we're probably going to see a 3-peat. We're just going to see a 3-peat. You got to deal with it. And last but not least, I just want to say this. Of all the conversation around MVP with Josh and Lamar Jackson, I just want to say that I believe that, again, for the last decade, the AP first team quarterback is usually MVP. So Lamar is going to get the MVP for the third time. I'm sick of it as a Lamar fan, simply because that's not what we're here for. Granted, historical season from Lamar, and I said that this is probably one of the greatest quarterback seasons we've ever watched, and Lamar is going to go down as one of the greatest quarterbacks to ever walk on a fucking field. You ever walk on a field, right? This doesn't negate the fact that quarterbacks make their legacy out of playoff moments and playoff runs. Lamar is yet to have that run and that moment. The moment was soiled for a Mark Andrews 2-point conversion drop pass, drop catch. So when you look back at this season, just know that we got a treat. We had, for the first time since 1958, a quarterback go for 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns, and Josh Allen. And before the year started, even I said that the Buffalo Bills ain't gonna be doing all this. They wasn't supposed to be here. They wasn't supposed to be there without Stephon Diggs. And Josh Allen said, yeah, I don't need that. So, if the people want to say the people's MVP is Josh Allen, I am okay with that. But this does not negate the fact that Lamar Jackson had a top 4 year QB rating all time, QBR all time. He is the all-time leading rusher for our quarterbacks, and had the most perfect passer rating games in a regular season ever. So, yeah, historical season that got squattered in the second round. Baltimore running back, get some pieces, and Lamar will have his moment sooner than later. But if you stuck around to the end, man, thank you so much. I just want to say, man, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe, because we a vibe. Kicking it with your boy Jasmine.